Hi, and welcome to another reading with me, Leenna. So thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting. I really appreciate hearing back from you and knowing that you're out there and supporting the channel. So this is one which is especially for someone who commented on one of the other videos about a job, and we're looking at about finding a new job. So they wanted to specifically know about finding a new job, and that particular video was meant for job applications. So if you're not sure what type of job to apply for, or about your job situation which is changing, then this is probably the reading for you. So we've got 3 decks for you. We've got the Hanson Roberts with the Kunzite. We've got the Gilded Reverie LeNormand with the Lodestone, which is actually magnetite as well. And we've got the Manga Tarot with the Chrysophase. So choose 1, 2, or 3, and we'll get right into the reading about your job situation, especially if you are looking for a new job and are not sure which ones to apply for or what the situations may be. So let's look at Kunzite with the Hanson Roberts first, not rabbits, but anyway. So these are your extra messages, which we'll look at last. So for now, let's look at what the situation is and what we can see for you. And let's see. So we've got the 3 of Rods, or the 3 of Wands reversed, the 5 of Cups reversed, the High Priestess reversed, the 7 of Cups reversed. I think this one wanted to come up. The 3 of Swords reversed. Wow, did I pick this upside down? Okay, let me do that for you again. I think I did actually pick it upside down. Well, basically it feels like you're waiting on an opportunity. So we've got the Page of Rods, the Devil, the World. So you might have applied for a job overseas, or one which involves traveling, or the internet. So the problem is that you're not fully qualified, and that you're in a bit of that vicious circle where you're trying to get the experience, but no one's willing to take you on because you don't have the experience. And you keep applying for stuff, and it's like, you know, they keep telling you you need a better qualification, or you need more experience, or some of them are scams where they're saying send us money and we'll help you out. But I hope you haven't fallen for that. But you're hoping to travel. You need more experience. Let's see what else we can tell you about that. So yes, your skills level, you may have to, unfortunately, if you want to continue on this path, you may need to study further, but you need to study while you work. So you may want to consider an online course. There are MOOCs for some of you. You may want to consider learning a new language, especially if you're going to go into travel, or if you're looking for a job overseas. You may only find the kind of job situation you're looking for between March and July next year, or March or July of the following year. And for now, you're better off concentrating on studying. Some of you may find that if you study while you work, or work while you study, that it will help your situation a lot, and it will be much more easier for you to kind of get the experience that you currently lack, which is setting you back. It is a tough situation, but unfortunately, without further documented work experience, or further documented study, in other words, a certificate or a diploma or a degree, people are not going to hire you in the role that you want. So let's see what your additional cards say for you. We've got the Phone reversed, so no one's calling you back. we've got vision and harmony reversed. And what's going to help you is harmony. So interesting, you got harmony twice. So I think you need to stop stressing so much about it, except that this is not the time for you to work in that industry. You need to maintain your vision. You may find that meditation or some kind of manifestation may help you, especially in keeping focused, especially when it comes to your studies. If you're learning a new language, or if you're learning even a new computer system, or if you something which is technical, you'll need to go through the language or the terms quite a few times, because I think you may be a visual learner and you're being asked to learn something which is not visual. It's based on text, or it's based on audio or something else which is different for you, to what, to your main way of learning. Also, you need to spend less time on your phone. You need to spend a little less time socializing. And there could be one or two people that often kind of steal your time away from you, either because you're having 1 or 2 hour calls with them when you should be concentrating on your studies or looking for, another situation. And they're also kind of a drama king or queen, so they don't listen to your problems, and this is impacting on your life a lot as well. So especially if you're studying, and if this is a study partner who calls you up because they've just broken up with their boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, you need to tell them that you need to study now. And if you're at work, it's the same situation. They are just draining you of your energy. So you need to keep your focus, keep your vision, keep your calm, keep your stress levels down, meditate and manifest, keep an image or vision board, what you would like. And I think a vision board would help you a lot, actually. And if you don't know what a vision board is, just Google it. And there's lots of blogs and there's lots of YouTube channels as well that will show you how to vision board and help you manifest that way. If you're like me, it probably will take you another 5 years, but hopefully you're better at manifesting that than I am. So that is what I have for you if you chose the Kunzite and if you chose the Hanson Roberts deck. And I hope that whatever your work situation, that you get that experience really, really soon, and you get your ideal situation very quickly, as well as your sense of harmony back. So good luck, take care, and keep those vibes high. I'll see you in another video. So let's go on to the Lodestone. If you chose the Lodestone or the Magnetite, what is your about your work situation? Why aren't you getting a job, or what job should you apply for next? Let's see what we've got for you. These are your extra messages. We're going to leave them there till the end. And let's see what the deck says for you. Oh, okay. Do you want these? Yes, no, no? Okay. Let's see what the cards say for you. So we've got the maze, we've got the coffin, we've got the star, the scythe, the snake, and the moon. About your work situation. So the sense of running around in circles, of going around in a maze and not getting anywhere, that is changing. It's coming to an end, and you're going through a very transformative period. Let's see what else it says. So that's nice. You've got the bouquet, the dog, and the house. So one or two of you, your work situation is changing because you're getting married or you're moving in with a partner, and your role in life is changing. For others of you, and I think if you're in that category, you're either going to work from home, and that is going to be your new situation, or you're going to actually be working with animals or working with a friend, collaborating, but again from a home or from a house. You're moving to a location where you're going to be working from a house. So there's lots of changes. I feel you're going to be working on or through the internet mostly. You could be working on social media. You could be doing PA work for celebrities or people who have a very high profile online, or a very high profile otherwise. Some of you will find that event organizing will be very good for you or offer you opportunities, not just for weddings and parties, but also for corporate events, also for fundraisers. Some of you may be going into fundraising. A few of you may decide to volunteer. Some of you are recovering from an illness or a series of procedures, medical procedures, or even treatments, especially if you were fighting something like cancer or something like that. And you're going into a much better phase. And even though you may be worried about your work situation, you're going to find that you're going to get a lot of inspiration, a lot of ideas. The obvious one that you're thinking about is writing a book. I would recommend that you don't. Some of you may decide to start vlogs or other channels, and I think that would help you better. Because it's going to bring you a lot of interaction. I think interaction, especially on a social level, whether it's meeting people outside in a garden setting or whether it's sitting at home on the internet, that's going to help you, because you're going to be able to help people through, by exploring what you went through. And by exploring, I mean that you haven't fully processed what you went through your illness or your treatments, and you processing it sort of with the help of all these other people helps them, and that could help you in the long run as well. But you're getting a lot of help from a friend or from a partner, your life partner, and you're also getting a lot of support from pets, and there's a lot of love around you. And I think that working from home or working from a business location that was formerly a home, like a house or something like that, it's going to make you feel very happy, and that you're going to quite unexpectedly land a job very, very soon. It will be before May or April. I'm thinking more March. A lot of stuff is going on around March. But if you are hoping for something before that, you may get a sort of a lead-in period where you can try out, or people are trying you out in that situation, or you may organize a fundraiser or something like that, and based on that you're going to be offered something more long-term where you're going to be working remotely from home, and you're going to have a dog or a pet, or if you're retired, or if you have to work if you can't go out to work, then you're going to have your partner or some other companion with you, and that's going to be a gift. It's going to be like an ideal situation for you. So let's look at your other cards, and you've got the crystal, which is awesome. So things are crystallizing into some really good things. You've got criticism, romance reversed, and health. So I think those of you that were dealing with your health situation, that's really crucial for you to work from home or be near your home. And rather than being a limitation, it's going to work out in your favor. What you're working on needs a lot of polish and a lot of work. And for some of you, it's a book, but for most of you, it could even be like a movie script or something to do with the movies, or vlogs or something like that, vlogs or blogs or whatever. And initially, you may get a lot of criticism, but be realistic. Don't romanticize things. Be very authentic, and you're going to find that things are going to pick up and move. And again, this is like May. That is from now. Well, what is that? Virgo to Taurus. So whatever started might have started in September, and now you'll see the results of it, the very real results of it by April, May. But you have to be realistic about what you can do and how you do it, and realize that it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of time, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. And use the criticism, any criticism you get or any critiques you get, as a stepping stone. Don't take it too personally. And also avoid self-criticism. Self-criticism is your worst enemy now. And if you're also worried about romance, especially if you're recovering from cancer or some other kind of treatment like that, and it has to do with your image, you leave that to the side for now. There'll be time for that later. But for now, just focus on your health, focus on polishing up what you already have, and for being happy from home and appreciating all the wonderful changes coming your way. So in terms of your work, again, the ideal situation is coming to you. Be just a little bit more patient, and you should have a very definite, solid foundation by April, May next year. And take care of your health. So let's go on to option number 3, the Chrysophase. What is your work situation, especially if you're looking for a new job or if you're not sure which kind of job to apply for next? And we've got the Manga Tarot, but before we get into that, I'm just going to spread out your extra cards, your extra messages, and then we're going to look at your Manga cards. And I've been picking up the decks. Oh, okay, we'll keep these. I've been picking up the decks upside down. And so some of you don't know what makes you happy, or you don't want to face the fact that a situation makes you happy. And that could be a bit of a stumbling block for some of you about moving on. Or for some of you, it's family. Family is going to go in and out of your situation, making things a bit difficult for you. But overall, things are changing for you. You've got the 6 of Pentacles, the Tower, the 10 of Cups, the Emperor, the 4 of Pentacles, and the World. So you've got major changes coming here. Some of it is karmic, some of it is not. Some of it involves travel, some of it is just the completion of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. But whatever new beginning is coming is going to bring you a lot of happiness and a lot of joy. And the thing that you need to do is let go of the old situations. This Tower is changing the old situations, especially your financial situation. It would be good for you to think bigger, because you have a lot of support and you have a lot of generosity coming your way, and it could be that you're just thinking too small. I would say by Christmas, or by Christmas, I think you're going to have a really good new situation. And let's see what else we've got. We've got the Hierophant reversed, the 9 of Swords, and the Hermit reversed. So you got a bit of a stressful time coming up. It's going to be lacking a lot of structure, or your life's going to be lacking a lot of structure. I want one more card for you. You got the Devil. So I think you're going to have quite a stressful time. You got a new contract coming in, and it's going to be like really, really hard work. You're going to be out in the limelight as well. I think for some of you, you could be working for yourselves, or you could be working in a very sort of flexible hours. But because it's a situation you've never had before, it's going to be harder for you to manage your time. But yeah, you're going to be out and about. You could be working late nights. You could be working in a club or working in some other, I want to say soap operas. So someone here will be working on a soap opera on TV and having quite late nights. Some of you may be getting married as well, very similar to number 2. So if you chose number 2, you probably chose this. I think there's a lot of happiness coming your way, but it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of pushing things through, and you've got to sort of make it or break it yourself. So any breakthroughs that you're going to have to really push for it, and you're going to be working late nights, and there's going to be a lot expected from you, but it's also going to bring you a lot of material gain, I feel, and a lot of love. For some of you, you're getting married. The reason you can't find a job, or the reason that you're not sure where to move next, is because on some level you know you're getting married, and that if you change jobs now, it's going to be difficult. And so you kind of like holding back until you get married, or the universe is holding you back until you get married. And once you get married, you're going to have the kind of contracts that you want. And a lot of it is going to be remote working, or a lot of it is going to be travel, or working while you're traveling, or a lot of it is going to be, if you are still based in one place, you're going to have vastly differing days where you're not going to have a routine. You know, it's going to be something new every day. So it could be that you're going to be in a very creative field. But for now, I would say that, you know, December, January is going to be when you're going to get your breakthroughs. You're either going to get married then, or you're going to get a really good, lucrative, but very demanding job. And it's, by lucrative, I mean that you could be earning 5 or 6 figures over 2 or 3 months, or if not every month. So it's going to be like huge. But let's see what these say for you. We've got choice. So this is always something that you can let go of. You've got domination reversed, inheritance, and solution. So like I said, it's up to you. You know, you're going to have to push. You're going to have to make things happen when you want them to, in the way that you want them to. But it's your solution that's going to determine the level of success that you have. And for many of you, I think it's going to be a bit difficult for you to balance things, because some of you, or many of you, are getting married or getting into a long-term partnership, either in business or more likely in love, and that's going to seriously impact your work situation, because you could end up moving to another country, another part of the country, or even, you know, having a totally different lifestyle. So we got inheritance, domination reversed, and choice. So domination reversed, I think a lot of your family or inherited thinking and belief is going to be receding, and you're going to be making your own way. I think it's almost like the universe says, let's just give them everything that they wanted, and let's see what they do with it. And that is why your solutions are going to be what matters here. What you do with it is going to set the course of your life, especially in your career, because you could choose to be the stay-at-home mom or dad, or to be the stay-at-home spouse, and to you know, be the force behind someone who is in the limelight. Or you could choose to be yourself in the limelight, and what has gone before, what has happened before, is not going to matter. It's receding, and that is going to it's like getting a new slate, and you get to write what you want on it, and that's going to be your next Bible for the next few years. So it's very important what you choose now. It's very important the kind of solutions that you choose now. And I would say choose long-term solutions. Don't make band-aid solutions, because band-aid solutions are just going to unpeel and unstick, and then you're going to have to deal with it at a later stage. So choose long-lasting and viable solutions. And you know, on a personal level, I would say choose green wherever you can. Choose the, you know, if you're building a house, build in you know, stuff that's going to help the environment. If you moving on to a new job situation, try to choose one that aligns with your ethics and your longer sense of life purpose, because you're going to have the choice, and maybe you're going to have more than one choice, and you're going to have more choice than you ever had before. So it's the slate wiped clean for you. You get a new start. And yeah, it's not that it's not going to be stressful, it's not going to be a lot of hard work, but it's going to be worth it in the long run, because you're going to build your own legacy. You're going to be leaving your family's legacy behind. You're going to be building your own one. For some of you that are getting married as well, you could be getting married to someone who has a very sizable inheritance, but it's not going to make a difference to your work situation. You're going to probably still choose to work or be required to work for some, you know, in some way. So very interesting one if you chose the Chrysophase. And let me know how it works out for you. So you take care, have fun, keep those vibes high, and good luck with your job hunting and finding your new job solutions. Bye.